Hey everybody, today we're going to take you behind the scenes of another great event. This was the X Takeover 2025. So I'm going to take you and show you kind of what we're doing. Our team's breaking down here, so I'll try not to get in the way too much here. So Kate was kicking it off here with our DIC station. We use these carts with the wings to put stuff on, and so that's an active working station as you see behind me here. Sorry, Kate. We have a table with all the junk that we're putting away back into our cart system to make that nice and clean. What's really cool too, let me show you this, the foam cutouts make it nice and easy. So our foam system here allows us to put stuff back really easy and have a spot for everything, which is really nice. We do have laptops in bags here, and we can stack up to about 12 laptops depending on the types we have. M1s are still kicking it, doing really great for us here. Yeah. So this is kind of what the stage looks like. We ended up cutting the stage in half, so you can see our weights here in the center, kind of where this pole is, you can say, just going straight across. We had an LED wall. So this would be where the talent is on this side of the stage, and we have those walls put away. And then backstage, we had some of our Video Village carts. Right now they're kind of folded up and put away. But yeah, we have gear storage and the wings that also come out on this one, like you would see over there. Then we have the 50-inch TV that folds up, and so you can see that. So yeah, kind of a cool footprint where we can have different stations in different spots. So this first cart, I had a streaming computer on this side because, or I should say, we had Zoom on this side, primary backup, and this was for Elon Musk, who called in remotely. Then we had an audio board, which was here. It was the Yamaha DM3. In this spot, we had our TD, which was Jeff, who was switching between cameras. He had a laptop here as well to make sure to monitor different things. Kate was in our pro presenter position on this side, primary backup machine as well. Over here, we could have utilized another rack here for stuff, but we didn't need it. And yeah, so I guess I'll keep completing the circle here. Jarrett was here with a touchscreen monitor for PTZ operation, Stream Deck controls for shortcuts, and so we had the joystick and then presets as well. And then on this wing was our actual streaming computer. So we streamed out of this spot to Vimeo, and Vimeo multicast it to X and YouTube. So that was our setup here. So great 55-inch TVs on the side. The nice thing was when client came up these stairs right here, the first thing they saw was our corporate streams tent and cart here. So even though we do have this nice truss, which has this diffusion overhead that kind of blocks a lot of the sunlight, we still wanted to have full coverage here and allow us to see a little bit better. The other problem we're running into is reflections, right? So when you're in the daylight and it's very, very bright, so we're using a plexiglass to protect the TV. I might end up losing that. That's another kind of build for another day. So that's kind of what our setup looked like on stage and the gear that we have out here. We also used a new kind of system for us here. These are pedestaling columns is what we call them. So they triple their size. They'll go up to about eye level, right? And so these columns allowed us to put the PTZs up front. We ended up inverting a box and putting them on the ground here, and then they can stem up, right? So they're lower profile than having a camera operator. And then we have 4 of these, so 4 PTZ cameras. We had 2 on this side, 1 in the center, which I was nervous about, but it worked out really well. And then 1 on the far side over there as well. And so instead of having somebody, you know, front of house area, we had everything nice and close, which allowed us to get that shallow depth of field. Pretty nice. I will say the Achilles heel of the FX6 is having limited focal ranges, right? So you could use doublers and other things, but we found that putting the cameras close was the best option overall. So not bad for a shoot, 1-day setup, 1-day production. Driving up to San Mateo from Southern California, having a great production partner like Jeff Keithley from Pizzazz was great. So yeah, successful event overall. There's always room for improvements, always things we're gonna be doing better the next time. We had some issues with Zoom specifically, and Elon, his connection wasn't great, so we had a few dropouts. We switched over to a backup machine. We were also using Dante Via, so if you have any experience with this, please leave us some comments because it was terrible for us. So we did not have a good experience with Dante Via, so we probably would not use that again in a production environment. Dante Virtual Sound Card worked really well. So yeah, we're gonna kind of go back to that system and make sure that we kind of isolate stuff. We probably should have pushed a little bit harder for a stage manager, someone to help wrangle talent and get them on and off the stage at the right time, and some stage hands because there's chairs that needed to be moved on and off the stage. They were kind of looking to me as the producer to kind of do those things, but I also was wearing other hats, right? So dividing and conquering and trying to get ahead of that would have been nice. So those are all things I could do. We can do better in the future. So, all right, y'all. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.